2019 Mountain Dew GSL Season 2, Code S, Renaissance.
Welcome back to the GSL Code S. Kind of a crazy series we had back there. Patience proving that crazy, unpredictable play can overcome even what is becoming a new standard meta here for Terran. The modest pressure into quick mech.
Yes.
I don't know if this style is going to stay like that. I think Terrans are still feeling this out, but there is kind of this like Raven infantry medevac. You have sort of a squad, a strike force, if you will, switching to mech. Patience just completely smashed Innovation. Innovation's in the losers match. Now it's Maru versus Patience. So I guess this is the ultimate test for Patience's PBT. Can you Protoss your way out of this one?
Well, no one else has really been able to be honest. I'm just excited to see what Maru, after seeing the type of stuff that Patience has brought so far today, like what does he do to beat Patience?
So crazy, man.
Because, I mean, it's too stupid to say, I'm sorry. I was going to say, if anyone can beat Patience, it's Maru.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, no, anyone can beat Patience, but he can beat anyone as well.
Okay, game one, let's go.
GSL's too cool.
Jin Air Green Wings, Maru. Team LP, Patience.
I'm so happy we're into Season 2.
Yeah, it is. We've been kind of tearing through these seasons here, GSL, but it's good to be back. We've got a lot of StarCraft this week too, guys. So if you are enjoying this, some Maru support here from France. Thank you for coming down, guys. If you guys at home are enjoying this, you can be with us pretty much almost every night this week.
Yeah. Why shouldn't you be?
So you've got your whole week cut out for you.
Next week, too.
So what is Patience going to do here? One thing to remember is that Maru gets to watch the games in between his, right? So he saw what Patience did to Innovation. So, already you've got to look at that and say, okay, well, what has Maru gleaned from this? And is he going to alter any of his play styles? Maru was even talking to Innovation in between games.
I feel like he was mostly making fun of him. If their relationship is anything like ours, that's definitely what he was doing.
Yeah.
But kind of interesting. Patience this game opens up with scouting for a proxy, and then scouting Maru. So I find that a little bit interesting. I wouldn't predict Maru to proxy Patience. I almost said Patience proxy. I mean, at this point, Patience and proxy should be synonymous, but yeah, it's I don't know. I find it just slightly weird he would do that.
Now,
anyways,
there's no question that Maru right now he's the better Terran player than Innovation. That's not me throwing any shade at Innovation here. Maru has just been untouchable in GSL. So I would imagine that if Patience was anticipating that he could beat Innovation, which he clearly did, he has to have something he thinks is maybe even stronger against Maru, or at least something tailored specifically to Maru's play style and game approach in general that maybe he can find some kind of exploit or punishment here. I'm not sure.
That's a cute recall. Yeah, quite unsure indeed. And I'm not, like, how should you approach this as Maru? Patience is not great in the Supreme late game, in my opinion. He gets a little bit weak there. I think he's really good in mid game, basically.
Yeah.
Because I think early game is left to the microers. Mid game is left to people who are focused a little bit more on timings. And late game is left to big tactical and strategic thinkers, right? So it's like, if you look at the late game, it's like
Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue and TY and Maru and stuff like that. Then you look at like the mid game, it's like Protoss players. You look at the early game, it's very good micros. The thing is, Maru falls into all those categories. So how does he want to approach playing this guy? So he does scout that it is Phoenix is on the way right now, and the Oracle's coming up right now.
Okay. Nice little snipe there with the Oracle. It's coming here now. And already we don't have any defense here for Maru. He's actually losing quite a bit. Now, Maru's known for going Widow Mines right away. I'm so surprised he didn't pull away a bit more quickly. Did he not have vision over that?
He definitely had vision, but I don't think he saw it.
I guess not. As I was casting that, I thought for sure that's going to pull away, and it just kept not doing it until eventually I was just stunned there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Maru's been making a lot of Widow Mines. That's something he does sometimes when he scouts Phoenixes. Sometimes he'll just go continual Widow Mine drops.
Yeah.
Which I've always found odd, but it seems to work for him.
Okay, now there's going to be this little rush, but there's a probe that spotted that.
Yeah.
They can just get rid of this medevac and then get those Phoenixes back to try to defend. Now note how the Widow Mines are splitting up, going out in multiple different directions. There's a drop coming here through the north.
My God, and these other two Widow Mines running right straight in. Let's see if he actually sees them. He does. So good pick off, but that means the medevac might be able to get into the main base.
Okay, Widow Mine taking some more damage here. Looks like that one does get the burrow off.
Oh my God.
Now only, I was going to say only 2 probe killed. 7 now. Now again, we've, historically in GSL, we would say something along the lines of this. Well, he got some workers, but of course he did lose the Widow Mines and the medevac, so maybe this is more of a trade than it is one player ahead. But every time in Maru's games he does this, he ends up way ahead in a couple minutes. He just keeps dropping mines, keeps interrupting mining and keeping the other player on the defense. And a lot of times he comes out on top. Now let's see if Patience can turn that on its head. He's going to be coming across the map. We once more have 3 Widow Mines inside of a medevac.
Look at all these. Oh my God, he has a full wall against a big Glaives attack coming in. And 3 mines waiting there, 4 mines now waiting there. So that feels like something that is going to stomp this Glaives attack as it comes in. Of course, we have that medevac going for another round of drops.
Naked third base over here. Doesn't appear that anything's going to be dropped. The trees give it some ample cover. And instead he's going to come right in here. Now already so many hits there. 3 Phoenixes remaining, all without shields. A Widow Mine throws over here. Oh ho ho! And that's what I'm talking about.
14 probes.
14 probes, and the attack has gone uninterrupted. A recall back home is going to bring that, I believe that's to the natural nexus over there, so there's going to be attack over here. Is this too vulnerable, though, over here? They're going to shade in, no targeting on the mines just yet. The bunker is not going to go down.
Oh, my God.
Looks like, I'm sorry, it just barely will. Now, can he try to shove through here? You know, with mines out, it's all about position play. It looks like Maru neglected to have that medevac microed.
This is crazy right now. I hope after he lost 21 probes to mine drops, he just kills him with Glaives against a wall and 4 mines
Oh my God, there's 1 mine right over there. He's going to continue to filter these adepts in there.
He's killing quite a few SCVs himself.
Now, it could be a lifted second base over here for Terran. There it is now. And let's not forget that Protoss still has 3 Nexuses. Even though he lost a lot of workers, he still is going to be able to remake that fairly quickly.
Okay, trying to break this seems so inadvisable. He's going to go ahead and lift. Well, he's lifting all these mines, but he has nothing to actually hit them with, so they'll just land and then go back under.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go for the depot initially, try to tear that down and then shade in, but he did not. Both these guys taking such a supply blow here, even if all these adepts, all these all these adepts kill off all the depots down here, it's still not going to be as much. Looks like he's barely not going to be able to deny the attack upgrade here.
Oh, that was close. He definitely could have if he had tried at all to do it.
Okay, we saw the medevac pick up those 4 mines.
Well, those 4 mines have to do some serious work on this side of the map because it seemed like Maru had done more damage, but
those 4 mines have to go kill all the buildings. Oh, that's actually a very novel way to handle this.
Yeah.
The odds of, oh my God.
Oh,
I made these sentries to tank the damage.
That's funny. He brought 4 sentries in. That's actually quite efficient.
Okay, so Maru's reclaimed his natural. He's just now transferring SCVs down here.
I gotta say one thing about Patience and his adepts. Most Protosses, I can tell if they're going to cancel the shade. With Patience, I can't always tell.
That's funny that you're saying that because I stopped trying to call it after a while.
Yeah.
Where normally I try to get everything set up. Yeah, I have no clue now.
He might finish that.
Yeah, there it is. He seems to have a very comfortable understanding of how these Widow Mines are going to connect. And the funny thing is, even when it looks like, okay, it's been cleaned up, he seems to have just enough that he's comfortable he can snowball it.
Well, he's not always right about that, though, is he?
One more Marauders added into the front here. Again, though, these adepts, when they get the shade on top, I think he's going to do it. Look at this. Yeah. It's tricky, too, because the Marines have to kite away, right? So suddenly you're in this position where no matter what you do, unless you pick up and unload somewhere else, the adepts are going to get priority. By the way, he does tear that down. One more shade in here later, maybe when he has the ability to.
Yeah, a shade up now can make it all the way in.
Guys, it's 19 workers to 61.
That's a big difference.
He's
clowning him! Ooh! If this was on ladder, he'd say Naga right now.
Yeah. Okay, so we have, oh my God.
GG.
Jesus just did it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You know what I can't wait for, Tasteless, is patience and innovation to tag team destroy the best storyline we have going into the season.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Hey, it's happened before in past GSLs where, actually a lot of times, where the champion loses the next season in the round of 32.
Yeah, that used to be like a curse even.
It was a theme we had for about 2.5 years at GSL,
It felt that way,
I believe.
for sure.
So, that's a surprise. Patience wins game 1. He only has to win one more game. So far, Patience undefeated against the best Terrans there are right now out there. Yeah.
If only TY were in this group. But
by the way, that was Patience initially absorbing a lot of the damage in the and the tactics of Maru, and then turning the game on its head.
Some impressive play from Patience so far tonight. Definitely, this is what I was talking about, where like he doesn't care who's in that booth across from him. He's going to play exactly how he wants to play, and then we're going to see who wins the game.
The Protoss players, Protoss is killing it right now. We're going to go to King's Cove for game 2. Right now, Patience with a 1-0 lead.
게임이 시작됩니다.
I feel like someone tried to remix a bad video game show from the 90s.
Jin Air Green Wings. Maru.
What was that original show? Maybe you saw this when you were a kid. It's super old, where they have the kids play like some arcade game, but only for like 2 minutes. They check the score.
Team LP. Patience.
That was one of my favorite shows ever.
I was so into that show.
That show was amazing.
Yeah.
And they would like, it would be the one where they could like run and jump. They'd be on the magic carpet and stuff, and like trying to get all the coins and avoid the birds from hitting them.
Yeah.
God, I loved that show.
I would fantasize to be on that show so badly.
I was just like you guys in the Twitch chat. I was watching it. I was thinking, I can beat these kids. The only difference is I was right and you guys are wrong.
Maru support, he needs it. Let's see what Patience does this time around.
Maru needs your support, guys.
If you cheer
Said
hard
only
enough, he might
Tasteless
win.
ever. It's so funny.
If you cheer hard, he might micro better.
Oh, so an SCV scout coming out. Not surprised about that. Patience not trying any shenanigans early on. This is the map we normally see go long every game in TVP. It's very rare to see a quick finish here.
Yeah, not just the second base, but the third base. Generally easy to hold here. A lot of attack timings, we see them happening around the fourth base. Fourth base and everything after that, you're starting to expand further and further out. It's more and more difficult to balloon out on the map. So it's a map that has setups where it's easy to kind of get the ball rolling and get into a macro game, but it's hard to actually stay on top. Particularly, by the way, in a TVP, this is a funny matchup where nobody's necessarily supposed to have a base up on the other player. And so you see both races get very, very maxed out and taxed as far as trying to both defend and attack at the same time. Medevacs and Warp Prisms are incredibly strong. It's a lot of fun when you get to 4 and 5 bases to try to follow it. One of the tougher matchups actually to observe, I'd say, by the way, just to keep up on all the little skirmishes that are going on everywhere.
Yeah, it can be if they choose like harassment-intensive routes of tech, which I think are actually the correct ones to choose.
I agree.
For that late game. Looks like a Twilight coming up here from Patience. Oh, please, just go Glaives again. Let's see it. I'm not sure, though.
Well, the Glaives thing is funny, but there's a degree of brilliance to it when you begin to unpack it. So
Okay.
You've got Widow Mines, which are a threat, okay? And if they get the connections, and we've noticed, this has, by the way, been Maru, I think in the last 2 GSLs that he won, we saw a lot of this, where he gets a lot of mines, he drops, he eventually starts to take out workers. That begins to add up, even if the initial Widow Mine drops don't do much. One of them always seems to come in there. Usually it's the 3rd or the 4th round and does damage. And usually what happens, if that works, is that the other player stays back. I'm sorry, the Protoss player stays back, and he's trying to play catch-up, right? And he's hoping that even if he lost workers, somehow this is going to balance out because he's killing Widow Mines and Medevacs as it's going on. And I think that, at least from what we've seen, it's been the wrong approach, or at least it hasn't worked for the Protoss players, to try to stay back and stay defensive, because Maru's still making SCVs, he's still expanding, he's still getting dropping mules. What Patience does is he's okay losing probes. He has the bare minimum to try to get rid of the Widow Mines and the Medevacs, but while that's going on, he's actually going to clobber them with Adepts and basically trade in such a way that as long as the Widow Mines are not getting premium damage for defense at home, the Adepts start to smother the Terran. That's what we saw, at least in Game 1. Now let's see if that's actually going to be a pattern here, or if that was unique to that game that we just saw.
This game he's playing very weirdly. He made a Twilight, then a Robo, and took a very long time, then made a Templar
very different
Archives.
build here.
So it almost looks like an Archon drop in PvZ. Of course, it won't be that.
Wrong matchup.
Maybe just a Storm Rush. Could be possibly Storm drops. Could also be somewhat defensive into a quick third. It's impossible to say exactly what he wants to do tactically with that, but the timing of the buildings was a little bit peculiar. Anyways, it doesn't seem like a necessarily bad build or anything. Or bad strategy, rather. The build certainly was not perfect.
Oh my God. Were you playing with your action figures? What was that sound? You thinking Superman fly back there? What was that?
This was my big sound effect because
What about?
oh no, I never made that one.
Okay. Because that's what happened to that Medevac.
Yeah, that is what happened there. Yeah.
Oh, all my mana's gone. For energy.
Oh, and I took a little tiny bit of damage. So, getting Storm. Ah, yes, it does look like it is indeed a Storm drop coming up. Very quick one. Says, you like Widow Mine drops, huh? How about a Storm drop? Here we go.
If we get it on camera, here we go.
How about a Storm drop?
All right, let's see if Maru reacts in time. Oh, ho, ho!
Wow.
Whoa, he just nuked that area. 11 kills. By the way,
That's a lot.
Patience looks a little bit wiggly in his chair. He's like really moving around fast. I think he's suddenly like
right now
thinking, oh my God, I might actually just get out of this group first.
Well, right now he's
Oh
just
my
thinking, am I the best player in the world? Am I the best player in the world? Am I the best player in the world? Am I the best player in the
Why
world?
does he have that GSL jacket on? He has a different jacket than everybody else.
Everyone else has sponsors.
Okay, we have this kind of like old prison outfit going on here. Kind of chain gang.
Well, that's the
GSL
one for
jacket,
this
black
season.
And white. We've got the Beetlejuice theme going on with the guys that don't have sponsors.
The thing is, he does. He didn't bring the jacket, I guess.
All right. It'll make more sense when we show it on camera. Sorry, guys, but you'll see. You'll see. Okay, so worker count right now. It's 45 to 50, so Patience in a little bit of a lead. This is post a huge drop with Storm, and he didn't lose anything from it. Now, keep in mind that Widow Mines were already a concept that is being totally harnessed here by Maru, so you want to be careful if you try to come in here again, but he's going to do it. Good lowering of that. Trying to get those Marines in there to take that out. Again, you want to be careful.
Patience doesn't shy away. He's a special type of player here.
Here we go.
He's
Oh
going
my
for it,
God.
man. 8 SCVs.
That almost looked as though Maru didn't believe that was going to happen.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I mean?
did.
That he was going to unload,
Yeah.
and then he just YOLO'd it. Now here comes this big drop.
Sorry, he's got an Archon.
Yeah, it's okay. If you've seen the cutscenes, you know he's going to be fine.
These 2 Stalkers, is that enough?
Yeah.
3 medevacs?
Afraid not, Artosis.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Quick recall, though. Very quick recall.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's enough to hold this. No problem.
So this is actually an interesting twist we've seen in PvT here is you get just enough to kind of fend off medevacs, and then you go into Storm for both offense and defense.
Oh, it seems like just this multi-pronged harassment doing a pretty good job here against Patience. He's down pretty low on probes at this point, and he's losing actually some pretty valuable units as well, to be honest.
Oh,
Picking off these Stalkers is pretty clutch.
Maybe overextending there. 14 probes have been killed, so it's Maru back on top. Again, Maru's staying on 2 bases for now. We don't have a third that's landed anywhere.
Lot of mines coming out. Looks like he's going to get defensive cannon at the natural. He's being spread a little bit thin against this harassment.
Okay, with Immortals here, as long as this doesn't take out too many workers, he should be fine.
4. And he's going to lose the Immortal as well, unfortunately.
Suddenly there was an Archon underneath that. Medevac I didn't see.
Yeah.
Another drop coming through here, but we're going to have another Storm drop here from Protoss.
I like how this is only harassment. These guys have decided to play this as an island map.
Yeah.
Like, no walking through the center, okay? Yes, gentleman's agreement. Let's do it.
The sand is lava. Okay. Oh my God, he didn't even move the workers.
Non-ending harassment. This is so crazy.
Ah!
Oh, he got it!
Okay.
Oh, and now Maru has decided that it's not lava anymore. He
Yeah,
has special shoes that let him go in the lava. I've seen this move before.
He's coming out and chases away. Good splitting with those Zealots. Oh my God, he needs to have a lot more than this. Patience does if he's going to hold up this attack.
It's a big army.
Excellent Storm there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he needs still more, though. He does not have enough right now. Okay, recalls in whatever else he has.
Yeah, that better be basically everything. It doesn't look like it's quite enough. Some decent Storms again. We need to have another warp in round here.
Yeah,
that
only
tank
had
is
another
still
round.
there. He's still able to shell this area. I think Maru might be able to tip the scale here.
Yeah, I think you're right. It seems like he just barely doesn't have enough. It feels like something went wrong here. Like, does he only have 3 gates? We're seeing a warp into 3, then a warp into 2.
There's another Immortal here. If he could just peg the tank. Okay, he gets the tank.
Okay, the mines are all gone. He has another warping round. Oh, he loses the Prism, unfortunately.
Yeah, which would have helped a lot for microing that Immortal. And I don't think there's another Immortal that's close, right? Or maybe there's one that's crab walking over here now.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Probe's
God.
being pulled, though. That's when you know you're in trouble, too.
Maru pulls through. We're going to go to game 3.
Okay.
I got to say, though, Patience and Maru, so far a very good match to watch.
Look at Patience just smiling all over the place. All right. It was an interesting game. Like the rush to Storm Drop and how many Storm Drops he pulled off.
We got more retro music playing here. This plays in level 4 of that Sega Genesis game, the one where you're flying through a cave.
Yeah.
You feel it?
I think I played that one.
Yeah, remember that?
All right. Genesis boys unite.
Watch out, spiders will drop from the top of the stage.
Yeah. You don't know why there's spiders. It doesn't go with the rest of the theme of the game, but you know, it's a cave.
Yeah, you didn't ask a lot of questions. There's only 8 levels in this game, and you know, you got to bring it back to Blockbuster in 2 days anyways. All right, game 3 on none other than our old friend Kairos' Junction.
Ooh. Kairos himself.
Yeah.
This is where he decides where he wants to go. Is he going to the mall? Is he going home? Is he driving by his old school? I don't know. We're going to find out.
Game 3 is loading up. The winner of this is the first survivor to go to the round of 16 in the GSL. Codas. I'm sorry, I'm so mad. I gotta go home. I was just informed that I'm fired. I gotta go home. 35 seasons, that was the one.
Jin Air Green Wings.
Goku for
Maru.
good strategies. Sorry, everybody.
Team LP, Patience.
Patience.
Patience. He's got
Maru.
to proxy his gateways. What's he gonna do, Artie?
It's gonna go scout him.
Yeah, you're right. He's gonna scout him.
Scout him.
Huh? Oh. Well, let's see here. The last game, it was a back and forth. Seems like, you know, when we got to tally up everything that went on, he just didn't have enough to actually hold off that attack. It seemed like he was close to, and there might have been some miscontrol there, because Patience is known for not having the best control. In, like, big fights, he normally just sort of knows how to kind of elbow his way through a lot of situations in the game. So let's see if he tries anything different, anything alternative here in Game 3. Again, the winner is going to move on. It would be very fitting for Maru, the 4-time GSL Codes champion in a row, by the way, to move on first. But what an exciting twist if it were Patience to, in a big upset, actually pop through.
Yeah, that would definitely throw everything into a loop.
Loop-de-loop.
Definitely a loop-de-loop.
Okay, cute proxy location.
I feel like that's for a robo.
Let's find out.
Okay, if you say so. I was going to commentate the rest of the game before he built it, but we'll just find out
It would be our first time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets rid of the Reaper. So there's not going to be much scouting here. Is it going to be a Rubabo? Is it going to be a Robo Bonobo? Nope.
Silly me, it's a 4-gate again, maybe?
Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to get into a game. It absolutely is now. He doesn't want to get into a game where Maru can try to harness his ability to both harass, produce, and ultimately win in a big fight. He wants to come through and try to landslide an attack that's going to wipe out the third base and basically get Maru in the Achilles heel before he can get his economy going.
Well, pressuring right now, it's actually only 3-gate, it seems. So a little bit
I
different.
thought the
from what we
4th
saw
gate was
before.
added much later, wasn't it?
I
thought it
I
was.
think it was added too much later, but you know, he did a 4-gate into a 7-gate adept play last time. Maybe this time it's a 3-gate into a 7-gate adept play. He wants to mix it up. He wants to throw him for a loop.
Hey, for Patience, I would absolutely be okay with that. Now, the Widow Mines are going to come down here. And the Widow Mines are actually being blocked by the Marines here. So I think he could actually target down one mine. Yeah, there's just enough. In fact, if he does it right... Oh, no.
Good repair.
Yeah,
good repair.
very good repair.
Can do the little depth shade trick. Trigger that mine off.
Whoa! Oh, my God! Ooh! Okay,
at least he pulled that one
he's
back.
got enough. Patience is the guy that gets the circle object in the square hole. I mean, this is just,
yes.
you know what I mean?
That's just who he is.
He's got all the different fruits, and he's got the little shape that he's got to put into the puzzle, and he makes the grapes go into the banana shape.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, well, you broke that play set.
Yep.
Kids can't use that anymore.
You know, if you do it gently, it'll go through the right hole. He doesn't know anything about gentle, though.
Yeah. He looks at you cross-eyed and says, banana grapes. Wow. I didn't know that was going to be the one that gets you, Artos.
He looks at you cross-eyed and says, banana grapes. In his deep child voice.
And then he moves on to the round of 16
Oh
for
my
GSL.
God. The Monsanto Protoss with his banana grapes.
Well, he's got these adepts in here. Oh, they're not going to do that much damage, but oh, actually, that's so low. He needs to be careful. Okay. Oh, comes right through. I'm getting a little bit worried here. Protoss is taking a third base, guys.
Yeah, it's 28 workers to 44. He's going to have Blink and lots of gates. It's going to be pretty hard to kill him. It's not like Maru has a ton of production or a giant army.
Okay, I think he's going to be able to get rid of these stalkers and reclaim this area over here. Now, there's been
almost still killing things.
Yeah, 9 kills on workers. Oh my God, and they're still alive.
Look at that 7 kill to death.
Now, I don't know what's been warped in, but I have to imagine there might be enough to... that's definitely not enough, sorry guys. But I had to imagine, in case you're wondering. I had to use my imagination there because we couldn't see it.
Well, that's one of your strongest things, Stasis, is your imagination.
Yeah, my great imagination.
I'm always talking about that.
So, I guess now we've got to see, does he try to push the issue? Does he try to come in here and wipe out this location? It's 2 tanks and a modest amount of Marines to defend, but they are on a high ground location. Now, he took about 8 Marines and put them in a medevac, and he's going to go across the map. So, oh my God, this was like the worst time to unsiege.
Okay, blinks up, kills one of the tanks. He can't break in there, though.
He's going to get more SCDs, though.
Can he get the command? I don't think so.
Oh, boy.
Okay, this drop needs to do a lot. But one of the best Terrans in the world is not going to the next round.
Oh my God, he got it. Wow. Guys, I think Patience might do this.
It's looking good right now. Looking real, real good. Look how much damage he's done. My
I know.
God.
It's crazy.
He's going into charge, too. I love how he's warping in 5 Zalts when charge just started.
Yeah, I think charge might even be more of an afterthought or Tosis. I think what he wants to do is just try to just go, oh, it's like a bulldog drop.
Yeah.
It's like I saw them do this in ASL. Okay, here we go. He's going to drop that up here.
Oh my God, he's going to get both the tanks instantaneously.
Oh, this is...
Oh my God.
Wow, look at this. And he just blinks on the other side. Oh my God, and a great warp in. Oh, but he's going to get the warp in his mouth! So how much money has been spent repairing this one command center? That's what I want to know.
More than it cost to build.
GG!
And that's it.
Damn.
Patience wins the group.
What a crazy upset.
Look how happy Patience is. If that doesn't make you happy with how happy he is right now for smashing the best 2 Terrans out there.
Woo!
WESG champ, okay, and GSL champ from Season 1. Nothing compared to Season 2 Group A champ, Patience. Maybe he didn't win as much money as they did.
Look at Maru, he is so salty. I've never seen Maru look so salty in my whole life. He might as well just eat that bottle. Wow.
Well, tasteless.
Let's get an interview.
That 5th GSL is looking further away right now.
All right. The end of this tournament's going to be a nail biter. I guess the end of today's parts of the tournament, excuse me. We're going to go to an interview and see how Patience is feeling. Brian, go ahead.
All right, a big upset has come on the opening day of Season 2 of GSL Codes. Congratulations, Patience. You were able to defeat 2 of the strongest Terrans in the current scene. How do you feel finishing first in your group? No, I prepared well and I was confident, so I knew I was going to do well today. Did you have sufficient confidence to beat the defending champ? Initially, no, I know a lot about innovation style, so I knew what to prepare against him. I thought the match versus Maru will be very arduous. However, no, I watched a lot of his past games, and I tried to come up with a lot of counter strategies as much as possible for each maps. No, you were probably one of the most difficult opponents for Classic in the Super Tournament. You probably felt a little bit regrettable by not making all the way in the Super Tournament. Yes, indeed, I did. However, it is because of my numerous mistakes during the series. So it is a very regrettable tournament for me. So I need to do well in this season. So despite Maru started with a bunker in the natural, you were able to break through. No, once I killed the Reaper, I knew I had the opportunity to go a frontier force attack on his natural, so I think that was the biggest factor, taking out the Reaper. No, you used a lot of resonating blades today. Did you come out with that for your game plan today? No, initially I was only going to use that against Maru. However, I had to beat Innovation first in order to go to the winner's match, so I just used a lot of this and that, including the resonating blade
그렇게
adepts.
앞마당 지키려고 탱크가 내려오지 않았더라면 막힐 수도 있었을까요?
No, there were times when your frontier attack would have been fended off if the siege tank on the high ground didn't come down. What do you think about that? Yes, I believe that's true because of the fast construction of bunker. However, thanks to him, he brought the siege tank to the low ground, so I was able to force through it. You were evaluated as one of the high potential players, yet you were very inconsistent throughout your career. What kind of efforts have you put in to break that inconsistency? In the past, if I practice very hard quantitatively, then I would do well in tournaments. However, these days, it's more of a mental/image training. So I just gave a lot of profound thoughts about what I'm going to do on the match day. So that's I think the biggest driving force towards success. No, you were the first pick on the draft for the group nomination. What do you think about it? I was a little bit offended to that. However, if I get picked first again, then I make sure I prepare the best of my ability and kick some butts. Okay, any last words to the fans?
GSL 처음 32강 첫 진출자가 되는데 기분이 너무 좋고요.
No, I feel very great for making I'm the first one making it to the next round.
만들어서 열심히 준비해서 또 이기도록 하겠습니다.
And I hope I draft a great group and then advance to the upper rounds. Thank you.
I want world peace as well. Okay. We are going to go to a short break in a little bit here. Really impressive stuff. Patience taking out two of the best Terran players ever.
Yeah.
I think he really prepared well. I hope Maru does not get knocked out. That would be...
Why do you hate Innovation so much?
I'm not... ever since he killed my father, I've hated him. No,
Well, your father's not good enough in macro. I don't know what you want.
No, I mean... I like Innovation just as much as the next guy, but Maru... If he doesn't move on, I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to go to a short break. Bye.